So let's continue. So we'll be looking at cyber threats and operating system security. We have already seen a video on various kind of cyber threats, and which includes some malware, phishing, and all of that. So today we'll be paying attention to this phishing. But before that, let's refresh ourselves on what is malware. We remember we said last semester that malware includes viruses, worms, trojans, ransomware, spyware. Who is with the mic? Okay, give it to someone to explain what is virus. Computer viruses. What are computer viruses? David, what happened to your hair? Okay, computer viruses.
Computer viruses are any unwanted software or code that makes systems to find errors and take advantage of it, exploit them for different purposes, with different intents and instructions. So then use it to create a backdoor for attackers to be able to get in. So then use it to shut down systems and so on.
Give the next person worms. Worms. If you don't know, give someone else to assist you. Worms. System software. Okay. Trojans. Trojans. No, give someone else the mic. No, give it to someone else, not David. Give it to someone else. Trojans. You don't know it. Give someone else to help you.
So Trojans are malwares that install themselves in the computer, and they're like disguised to be a legitimate.
Fine, thank you. I think I've gotten that word. Disguise. Ransomware. We don't want the same people. Find someone else that have not spoken. Ransomware. Someone that have not spoken. No. Once you get a mic, please answer. We did this last semester. Ransomware. Yeah. Put the mic in. There's something I'm looking for there. Give your colleague. And what? Demands. So what is ransom? Okay, and demands money. Spyware. Spyware. Someone that have not spoken. Spyware.
Spyware is a type of malware that monitor and collect users' data.
Spy act as spies, just as the name implies. Spyware can be on your system for as long as necessary. I think we have some things like keyloggers. I explained keyloggers last time. And we try to advise us, when downloading cracked applications, be very, very careful, so you don't unknowingly install a malware. Who can explain what cracked applications do to our system operating, to our laptop operating system? What do cracked softwares do? Or what are even cracked softwares? Who is with the mic? Give it to someone else. Someone that have not spoken. Emanuela, so what is crack software or crack app? Crack. There's a common name called it's crack now, we call it. Give it to someone else. When we say crack software. No, they are not free softwares. No. Someone else, crack.
Cracks softwares are modern versions of the original apps, whereby the cracked version has some the code detailed and modified to allow you to use free or paid services without pay.
Okay, so as the name implies, crack is the same thing as there's a name you called pirated. It has been modified to give you access to features you are not meant to have access except using the original version. So someone should now tell us what actually happens when you install a cracked software. What happens with the mic? Give it to her. What happens when you install a cracked software or a pirated software?
You are forced to have security vulnerability.
No, we want to know the process. Have you answered question? You have answered. Someone should just tell us the process. What happens to your system? Just tell us what you think. What happens to your system when you're installing a cracked software?
Malware infection or laptop will crash.
No? Okay, let me explain it. When you're installing, let's say, a paid version of, what's a popular software that has paid version? Let's say Microsoft. A paid version of Microsoft. Microsoft is installed and it now maybe goes to your programs, program folder, drive drive C, program files. Your key is stored on your registry so that whenever you launch Microsoft Word, it is looking for your original key. Meaning that, if I could, let me see how to share my screen. Okay, so I'll do it this way. So if you see this folder, okay, so let's see this. This drive C. You have to start learning all these things. You don't just use your system the way others use it. You open drive C, there's a folder called programs file. This stores all the properties of all softwares you install. This Microsoft Office 16. We may not open all these files one after the other, but one of these files are responsible for the license. We have what is also called System 32. Windows. We have this also. All this stores information on the softwares you install. And we have what is called registry editor. Those of you that use this lot of crack, who have come to this place before now, registry editor, they will tell you that while installing maybe the game with your crack, go somewhere, click somewhere, click somewhere, click somewhere, click, and maybe by the time you come here, they will tell you to double click it and modify a particular number here. So if you are boycotting all these processes, that cracked software you are installing is actually coming to your web editor to modify the properties of the original software. Meaning by you clicking allow, You have given that cracked software access to your system, but you don't know the code that has been written on that, what you call patch. That was the word I'm looking for, patch file. When you are buying software, like I told you last semester, most of us now, but in fact, you don't even know that there's original software. You buy software and ask for the patch or ask for the crack. Like those days when we go to Oguna Valley, give me the software and the crack. We thought we were buying normal software, not knowing that the crack is actually the pirated version. So by the time you delete some of these things or modify the numbers, you are actually modifying properties of your system, and probably one of these properties has set someone to be giving out details of whatever you are typing on your system. That's what we now call keyloggers. If you now come to a point you are logging into your internet banking or your email and you put in the password, you think you are putting in your password and only you is seeing your system, not knowing that as you are typing it for someone else to see. Sometimes we would always tell you, always block your webcam or your microphone. So I don't know if you have heard of that. Why they tell you to do that is because of us that install crack. Some of the crack, you just notice that your webcam comes on. You'll be wondering what has turned it up. It is a program on your system that's turned on your webcam to monitor your environment. Automatically your mic may be turned on. Sometimes on my system, I come to my mic and like you can see my mic is disabled. I just leave it disabled. When I need a mic, I enable it. I don't want any unwanted scenario whereby my system is on and someone is listening to what I'm saying. So that is what we call crack and pirated. Okay, so we go back to our slide. So some examples of cyber threats, as we learned last semester, is phishing. Fraudulent emails or websites designed to trick users into revealing private information. For instance, I've been receiving several emails. GT Bank asking me, update your password by clicking this link. Why should the bank tell me to update password and will now provide me the link? Some of you may think that is a shortcut, but it's not a shortcut, it's a malicious link. Another type is DDoS. DOS, denial of service. DDoS, distributed denial of service, but now coming from multiple sources. We now have also what we call inside threats. A threat coming from within an organization. Example, employees or students. Another example, an ICT staff copying examination questions onto a flash drive. Let me stop my recording to tell us what happened somewhere.